Chester is a town steeped in history. We started with a half-hour boat cruise heading east on the River Dee, looking back west towards the old Dee Bridge, and then east towards the Queen's Park footbridge. The river is a popular place when the weather's fine, like it is today. There's some lovely architecture from various time periods along the banks of the River Dee in Chester. Many terraced gardens with interesting plants and even rhinoceros sculptures. The suburb of Queen's Park has the best access to the Meadows or Earl's Eye parkland area. The Groves is a tree-lined area along the banks of the river. A great place to sit and relax, watch river life, or hear some music when it's on in the bandstand. After the cruise, we choose the hop-on, hop-off bus tour of the city. Ooh, nice bus, but nah, more like this one. The Bear and Billet catches your eye. It's a fine example of black and white timber frame townhouse built in 1664 by the Earls of Shrewsbury, who had control of the nearby bridge gate.
So about to pass through the bridge gates now. The bridge gate was originally known as the Welsh Gate. The Welsh Gate because this was the original entrance out to Chester and then the old Dee Bridge ahead of us and into North Wales. So now turning right onto Castle Drive, the Grand Council Local Authority. Work was started on the building in 1938, but because of the Second World War, it was not actually finished until 1957.
Designed in the late 1800s by architect Thomas Harrison, the Grosvenor Bridge would be the longest single-span stone arch bridge in the world at the time. To allay fears, he built a scale model as proof of concept, now placed near the Chester Castle. After our bus tour, we visited Chester Cathedral, which dates from between 1093 and 1525. With plenty of English medieval architecture, it's a stunning building. Here's a sample of what we saw. The tapestry represents the Chester Mystery Plays, performed every 5 years. The courtroom is the oldest surviving example of an ecclesiastical court. There's a monument to the first Duke of Westminster, 1902, Chester Cathedral in Lego, plenty of beautiful stained glass windows, and a copper nativity scene. One of our favourite places to have lunch was Katie's Tea Rooms, a quaint old-fashioned cafe close to the centre of Chester. Romans talk history out on the street, but watch out for them at McDonald's, because that's where they like to eat. The Romans built a fort called Diva Victrix, 79 AD. Chester is the best preserved walled city in England, and we started our walk at the Watergate. We're soon walking past Chester Racecourse, according to official records the oldest racecourse still in use in England, and it dates back to the early 16th century. This used to be the site of Chester's Roman harbour until, aided by the building of the weir, the River Dee silted up to become the size it is today. Chester Castle is situated in the southwest corner of the area bounded by the city walls. The castle stands on a prominent hillside overlooking the River Dee. As we wander along next to the River Dee, we come to the bridge gate, located at the bottom of Lower Bridge Street. It was entered by crossing the Old Dee Bridge from the Welsh side of the city, which is why it was often known as the Welsh Gate. Continuing our walk, we catch sight of the River Dee Weir, Oh, there's some pretty flowers. We walk past the groves and on past the Roman gardens. Great place to have a family picnic. Continuing along the wall, we make our way to Newgate. It was originally known as Wolfgate after one of the local families, then Peppergate, the street where it stands, and of course where spice vendors met, and now it's called Newgate. Chester has so many interesting excavations, and from Newgate we view the amphitheatre, which was discovered in 1929. We arrive at Eastgate and one of my favourite parts of the walk. The Eastgate clock is believed to be the second most photographed clock in England. Designed by John Douglas, it commemorates the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria. On we walk and we find ourselves at the rear of Chester Cathedral with its beautiful garden area.
See how quick they move? See how quick they move? There he goes.
King Charles stood on this tower September the 24th, 1625, and saw his army defeated on Roten Moor. Our walk heads up towards North Gate and we find it's been under repair for more than 2 years. Delays are partly due to significant archaeological finds like huge foundation stones and perhaps timber gates that predate the stone towers. How amazing! The last part of our walk takes us past the Water Tower Gardens and Pemberton's Parlour. And we're back where we started. I hope you enjoyed part 2, and now I'm going to begin work on part 3. See you soon.